Hi, my name is Jonathan, and this is my anthem video, inspired by Wire's autocomplete video. What is equality 7:25:21 curse and why? His curse was curiosity and honestly just being smart. First of all, it says on page 15, we know not why our curse makes us seek, we know not what. Which explains why he's curious, and on page 12, this is a great sin to be born with a head, which explains why he's intelligent and smart. At the beginning of the novel, is equality against his curse or was he enduring it? At the beginning of the book, he hasn't rebelled or tried to learn. He was actually trying to forget and not understand what he learned. Not because he was unable to understand or he was dumb. It was actually because he knew and he was too smart. In this time, having a head that was too quick was a sin. And like I said, since he was trying to forget and not understand, because he was still loyal to the council and he kind of wanted to be a proper slave. On page 12 it says, we try to forget our lessons, but we always remembered. We try not to understand what the teachers taught, but we always understood it before the teachers had spoken. But this will change later in the book. At the beginning of the novel, what does equality think of life? To be honest, he doesn't know anything about life because he always had a strict life and lived under a lie, so he couldn't really explore much and understand what life was truly about. He was a lost soul who lived and died with no cause and no worth, but it wasn't until later in the book that equality actually starts to rebel and tries to understand life. At the beginning of the novel, what does equality want to be and what did he actually become? On page 17, it says, we wish to be a scholar. So, of course, he wants to be a scholar. And then on page 17, it also says, this was the only thing which moved. For the lips of the oldest did not move, as they said, street sweeper. Which means he became a street sweeper, which he actually did not enjoy. How does a tunnel in the beginning affect equality's character development? Well, it caused him to break the law for the first time and will lead to everything important in the book. From electricity to getting arrested to stealing, and affected him to do what he always wanted to do, which was to learn. And allowed him to break the law and endure his curse without feeling that he was doing something wrong, which was also talking and learning. And it also made him wish that he had no end to his quest of learning, which was clearly stated on page 29. We wish no end to our quest. How did the Golden One affect equality at the beginning of the novel? He was overwhelmed by emotion, from pleasure to pain to relief. And it still showed that he was still loyal to the council because he was afraid of breaking the law, which was talking. He didn't want to talk, which was obviously stated on page 32. We dare not to speak. It is a transgression. And it would actually also start his rebellion by separating her from the others, which was also a transgression. And he gave her a name, aka the Golden One, and you guessed, a transgression, which was stated on page 33. But it's a sin to give men names which distinguish them from other men. How does equality discovery in the middle of the book affect his development? When equality first made his discovery, he said on page 48, we forget all men, all laws, and all things save our metals and wires. So much is still to be learned, so a long road lies before us, and we must if we travel it alone. Whenever equality made this statement, it clearly made a stepstone in his development, because it was the start of him clearly rebelling against the council. All these times he broke the law, it was only like the little things here and then, but this was the first time he was willing to do something alone, despite other people, which was one of the biggest crimes of the council that you can commit. So it created a mark in his development from going to a blinded slave to a rebellion. How does equality's talk to the Golden One in the middle of the book affect his character development? Well, it's pretty simple really, because on page 50 it says, our dearest one, we whispered, never had a man send this to women. It follows through the fact that equality is continuing and honestly, passionately, really rebelling by doing already talking, but also what no one has ever done, calling someone our dearest one. Or in other words, having feelings and showing the feelings, which was again a major transgression. And again, it continues his rebellious phase. Why does equality's resistance when he got arrested affect his character development? Well, it's pretty simple, really, because it shows that he was committed to rebelling and doesn't give in what he put all his effort into, despite all the lashes, all the torture, and all the pain.